So, everyone is talking today about Tumgir's dungeon, because now we are burning tokens, and everyone is wondering what's the best strat, how can we maximize our gains in this new dungeon. I already posted a video earlier today about the dungeon, clearing it as a violence, and in this video I'm going to share some tips with you. The first one is use violence. If you are struggling, use violence because it's so easy and this dungeon is basically made for it. You don't really need fancy items, you just need an heroic spear. That's it. You don't need Teven, you can use any one, in fact you can use the black anvil one or whatever. You just need an heroic spear for the base damage. You don't need traits, you don't need anything else. What could be good is if you are using an heroic spear, use the spiral assault skill core, the one from the abyss spear, okay? That's it. As long as you have some offensive set like the blood hunter, you have enough, okay? The second tip is, I did the test using black anvil or not. It's back, okay? If you are using black anvil and you are using food giving you mastery or solan, you are not earning more. I assume it's a bug. If it's not, well, it's whatever. But let's assume it's a bug. What you will want to do is to use the one as your first weapon. Notice that now it's my second position and the spear in the first one. Why would you want to swap them around? Because if the one is in the primary position, when you clear the first floor, you will get one skill course, and one of them is going to be the black anvil. So you can use it and then switch to a better build, because at the end of the day, black anvil doesn't have any stats, and in my case, it doesn't even have traits. So you can switch to a better one once you get that skill core, and then clear faster the other floors. So those are the first two tips. Now, what's better? Going straight for the boss or clearing every floor? I have been doing some tests. In fact, I recorded a video, it's over here. It's over 30 minutes because it's 2 runs and I don't want you to watch it, okay? So I will just go over it. Basically, the first run, I started with 582 million solans, 41k tokens, and mastery is over here, okay? 2,563 mastery experience. I use in this test, I use, as I was saying, I use the black anvil, I use food, I use everything, okay? After clearing it, blah, 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 blah. Here's the boss. This is what I got, okay? I got all the mats over here, except the essence, of course. And I got a skill core. I actually dropped this one in the previous floor, in the 5th floor. It was not a boss drop. And about Solan, look at this. Basically 3 millions. I consumed 12k tokens. And mastery, it was something like this, okay? 86, and at the beginning it was 65, I think. At the beginning it was 63. So basically 22 millions, okay? Where is the boss? Again. I think this is the second run already. Okay, sorry. Yeah, 23 millions, okay? So the next run instead of going straight for the boss, I store again every item so that it's on a clear state, okay? And what I did was just clear the mobs, clear every floor, or almost every floor, okay? I did that, especially the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Clear everything. And by the end, I didn't have enough time for the boss, and I didn't have more mobs to kill, okay? Because this one, it's probably one that was stuck somewhere because I could not find it, but it was probably only one or two, okay? And at the end, I was trying to find it, but it doesn't matter. Open the chest, and that's it. This is what I got. First, notice that I consume more tokens because I started with 29 and I'm now on 14, so I consume 15 instead of 12. Notice the Solan, it was roughly the same, a million more basically. Instead of 3 million, it was 4 millions, okay? Mastery was mostly the same. I didn't got a skill core in this run, and the mastery was mostly the same. I started on 96, so I got 30 millions instead of 20 something as earlier. I got about 30 millions. So it makes sense. I use more tokens, therefore I have some more mats and some more mastery. Now the question is, what's better then, one or the other? I think the best approach is to start clearing everything, but on the last floor, on the fifth floor, don't kill everything. So in this floor here, I kill everything, right? Notice that there are a lot of red skulls, right? Don't kill all of them. Just kill until you hit probably the 3 minutes mark, 4 minutes mark. And at that point, just go for the boss. And you may be wondering, why? Because the boss has increased rate of dropping a skill core. So you really want to kill the boss just for that single reason. In terms of mats, it's going to be roughly the same, but it has increased drop rate of skill cores. This has been confirmed by looking at the files, and we know that for sure. The mobs drop skill cores, but the boss drops, or the boss has a higher chance of dropping a skill core. So, in my opinion, the best is doing that. Clear the first one. Try to kind of skip the second because the mobs are more scattered. Clear the third, clear the fourth, and just clear the fifth until you add about 3 minutes or 3 minutes and a half or something like that. It depends on how fast can you kill the boss, okay? Just measure that, do a test run, check how long it takes for you to kill the boss, and just stay killing in this floor until you reach to that time. That will be the best way to get the most benefit out of this dungeon. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.